Today, we're adding payments to a WordPress service page, and we're going to do something that feels illegal in WordPress. We are not installing WooCommerce, somewhere a plugin folder just started sweating. Because normally, the second you say payment in WordPress, the admin sidebar grows 3 new menu items. But this page does not need a webshop. This is dogsfitandfun.nl. A real service page for a real dog training school in Oorschot. Someone should be able to land on the fun training page and decide, yes, I want to join. Pay the $79.50 and move on. No invoice chasing, no awkward reminder emails, and the loss. So that is what I wanted to test here. Can we add the payment with the fewest moving parts? Grab your tea and let's build it. This is the kind of request you get all the time as a freelancer or small agency. You build a service page. The layout works, the copy is clear, the client is very happy, and then they ask, can people also pay online? And WordPress Brain instantly reaches for WooCommerce, which makes sense if you're building a shop. But this is not a web shop. It's one service page with one fixed payment. The danger is that you add WooCommerce for the payment, but you also inherit everything around it. The shop behavior, the cart logic, the order settings, account pages, emails, extra admin screens, more updates, and the list goes on. Before you know it, you have a whole stack that can load things on your page that you never ask for one fun training lesson block. That is how small WordPress projects become haunted. This came from the Dogs Fit and Fun Buildarius Live Lab, and we rebuilt a client-style service page using Buildarius Sense AI. The page was for fun training, where people sign up for lesson block and pay once. The design part can be creative. The AI part can be a bit chaotic. My CSS can have a small identity crisis, but the payment flow should not be the experimental part of a project. If a layout is slightly off, we can fix it. If the spacing is weird, we can fix it. If the payment fails, the client does not care that the hero section has a nice border radius. They care that the money is not coming in. For this page, I only want one thing to happen. The visitor reads about the fun training, decides it is for them, and pays the $79.50 without us turning the whole website into a web shop. The payment needs to fit inside the page. It needs to work with Molly because Dutch clients use Ideal and Ideal matters. And I do not want to add heavy WordPress plugins just to collect a fixed payment. This is why we're testing paymentform.io here. Not because I want another dashboard in my life. I want to see if this can be the smaller moving part. Because in an agency work, the best tool is often the ones that solve the job then quietly gets out of the way. First, we create a payment form. This is for the fun training list block. So we add the name, set the amount to $79.50, and that is the first small win. We are not building a store. We're creating a payment moment inside a service page. That distinction matters in WordPress. A store brings store behavior. A payment moment is much smaller. The visitor reads the page, decides to sign up, pays and moves on. This is all this page needs. Next step, we need to connect it to Molly. For Dutch clients, this is where trust comes in. If someone reaches the checkout and sees Ideal, the flow feels familiar. They know what to do. That logo does a lot of work. The client is not thinking about payment architecture whatsoever. The customer is not thinking about gateways. They just want to pick a payment method they recognize and finish the booking. That's why Molly makes sense for this Dogs Fit and Fun page. It's a local business with local customers and a payment flow that feels normal for the market. And that is the difference between, yes, the form technically works, and yes, this feels right for the right people using it. Now next we are going to grab the embed code, and this is the part I want to be boring. Copy the snippet, go back into Buildarius, place it in the payment section, add an HTML code element, hit save, preview the page, and there it is. The payment form inside the fun training page. And this is the bit I like as a WordPress builder. We did not add another large plugin to the site just to create one little checkout? We did not add a webshop system that loads assets where payment has nothing to do with the page. We did not create a shop archive, a cart page, account endpoints, product templates, checkout settings, and order screens for a business that is not selling products. We just embed the payment where the payment belongs, inside the service page. That keeps the WordPress install cleaner, it keeps the client admin cleaner as well, and it avoids asking a small service website to cosplay as an online store. For this kind of client side, that is exactly the point. This is one of those small agency decisions that saves pain later. Every plugin has a cost, and sometimes that cost is tiny, and sometimes it is updates, settings, scripts, styles, database tables, admin confusion, conflicts, or client asking why their dog training site now has an orders menu. Right, and once the client sees WooCommerce, they may assume that they have a shop. And then the questions start. Do I need to add products? Why is there a cart page? And can my dog have an account? At that point, I'm also asking ChatGPT why my simple service page has become a web shop. For this project, the cleaner solution is to keep the WordPress focused on the service page and let paymentform.io handle the payment form. This is not me saying WooCommerce is bad. WooCommerce is powerful, but WooCommerce is a webshop tool. If the client needs a webshop, use a webshop tool. If they have products, stock, shipping, variations, cart, coupons, accounts, and order management, then yes, WooCommerce makes sense. So this is the final result. The fundraising page explains the service. The visitor gets the information, they reach the payment section, they can pay $79.50 through a Molly, something they already know, and WordPress does not need to become a webshop just to make that happen. And that is what I like about this setup. It's not flashy, it solves the payment problem and keeps the project lighter. Less plugin weight, less admin confusion, less maintenance, fewer things to explain to a client later. And if you have ever handed over a WordPress site, you know that fewer things to explain is basically a love language. This payment setup came from the full Docs Fit and Fun Buildarius live lab. That video is a messier version, which means it is probably more useful. We test Buildarius Sense AI on a real client page. Get some surprisingly good sections, it's some CSS weirdness, and at one point, the browser clipboard permissions decide they also want to be part of the content strategy. If you want to see the full page build, click the video on the screen right now. This video was the clean payment part. The live lab is actually what happened. And if you're interested in Payment Form Pro, there will be a link in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep designing. Now I need a cup of tea and a new pair of glasses, I guess. I'll see ya.